What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a dope day. As you guys can see from the title down below, I got a banger video for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys the ultimate Sparrow guide. But before we get straight into today's video, make sure you guys leave a like down below. It helps me so much to grow on YouTube. Make sure you guys smack that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's get straight to today's video.
This one is repping, oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping, oh my God.
Okay, so let's first start with his passive double jump. Now, Sparrow actually has two double jumps. He has a regular double jump where you can use anywhere around the map at any time, and he has a wall double jump that you can only use when you're climbing walls. So for his regular double jump, it's really similar to the double jump in Titanfall and the Hunters in Destiny. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You jump once and you jump again, and you get a boost into the air. He has like a jetpack or a propeller that pushes him straight into the air. Now, this is great for movement, to get better positioning, to get some high ground. Also just to get a little bit more information, just because you can get into the air a little bit higher than just normal. So this is really great for that. Also, you can combo this with the slide jump to get around the map a lot faster. So for example, instead of just running around the map at regular speed, just running, you can combo this with the slide jump by literally just running, slide jumping, and then double jumping into the air. You get this nice speed boost into the air, then you slide again. And because the cooldown for the double jump is not that long, literally you can pretty much just do it across the entire map. So you literally just slide jump, double jump into the air, slide again, and then you just wait a little second to the cooldown. You guys can see the bar go across the screen once your cooldown is back up, and then you literally just do it again, slide jump, double jump into the air, and then slide again. Now, like I said, this is a lot faster to get around the map instead of just regular speed running around the map. You're going to get around the map a lot faster. And now, like I said, the double jump is just really good to get positioning and have some better movement with the legend. So like I just said, he also has a wall double jump. Now the wall double jump is dope because you get a huge boost into the air. It's a lot higher than the regular double jump. So when you guys are running into a wall, you see an icon that tell you just to jump again, and it'll give you a huge boost higher into the air, so you guys can get to a lot higher position and high ground a lot quicker. This is really dope just because Apex Legends is a huge movement and positioning game, so it allows you to get to high ground really quickly. I should also mention that when you wall double jump, when you hold the analog stick forward, it would actually give you a little push forward to get to the ledge a little bit smoother. Also, you can hold the analog stick back so it doesn't push you forward, so you can, you know what I'm saying, utilize that however you want. Also, you can combo the wall double jump with the regular double jump to get even higher. So with the wall double jump, you already get pretty high, but like I said, with the regular double jump, you can combo it. So what you guys want to do is run to the wall, hit the wall double jump. When you guys see the icon, as once you get to about the highest level you guys can see, you guys can literally press your regular double jump again, and it'll push you even higher into the air. Now this is really great if you guys are trying to get to high ground, and you just need a little bit more height. Also, this is just really good to have an escape, because Sparrow does not really have an escape, you know what I'm saying? So when teams are aping you, or you getting pushed, or you kind of in a dangerous situation, you kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie to you, unless you utilize the double jump in his movement. So literally, so for example, if teams are pushing you, you're low and you're on low ground, like you're on the first floor or something, and you have something above you, so instead of just staying down there and having the team push you, if they're like chasing you, you guys see the clips in the background, literally all I would do is just use my high ground, my double jump, to get high positioning, to get away from the enemy really quickly, and then just heal up and then get back into the fight. This is a really great tool to escape and then get back into the fight, just because like I said, he doesn't really have too many escapes. So once a team does ape you or push you, you kind of, like I said, you kind of fucked. So make sure you guys are utilizing the double jump to have better movement, to have better positioning, to have high ground. Also, like I said, to have an escape, because he doesn't really have a way to escape deadly and dangerous situations. So you guys want to get good at using it to get out of certain situations really quickly. So let's move on to his first ability. So Sparrow's ability is Tracker Dart. It's pretty much what it sounds like. You get a dart that tracks enemies. You can literally shoot onto any surface, onto the wall, onto the ceiling, onto the floor. And what it does is highlights enemies, and it gives them a trail of where they're moving. This is really great to gain a lot of information. However, the tracker dart has to actually visibly see an enemy or it won't scan them. So for example, if you shoot a tracker dart near an enemy and they're behind a wall or a crate or something like that, and it can't visibly see them, it won't scan to highlight the enemy. The tracker dart has to visibly see the enemy to scan them. But the tracker darts do stay for a very, very long time. So if you shoot at one near an enemy and eventually they walk into the line of sight of the tracker dart, it will eventually highlight them. I personally really love the tracker darts just because the more information you have in the game like Apex, the better you're going to do, and you can place them in really, really cool locations. And like I said, they stay for a very long time. So I just really find them very useful in team fights specifically, or just to gain a lot of information. Also, I should mention that they can be shot and destroyed. So if you do place them in a certain area and an enemy does see them, they can shoot them and destroy them. But you do kind of get a lot of them. You start with 3 when you first get into the game, and you can also upgrade to get 4 of them. So even if someone does destroy them, you can just shoot another one. And like I said, they're just really great to get a lot of information. I should also mention that these can be used to instantly scan survey beacons. So if you shoot out a survey beacon, it will instantly scan enemies on the map. That's really dope to me. It's really great for certain situations. For example, if a team is kind of crowded or near a survey beacon, you don't want to risk your life going over there to gain information. It's really dope just to shoot it from a distance. So personally, I really love the tracker darts because you get a lot of information out of them, like literally scanning survey beacons to see where everyone's at, scanning enemies, and literally gives you a highlight and a trail of their exact movements. It's just really useful to have a lot of information. You're going to just do better the more information you have in a game like Apex. So I really recommend getting good at placing them at really good locations. So make sure you guys are getting good at utilizing the tracker darts, put them at good locations. For example, before you guys go into team fight, so you know where exactly everyone's at. It's going to help you and your team so much. So now we're going to move on to his ultimate, Stinger Bolt. So Stinger Bolt is honestly becoming one of my favorite ultimates. It's really growing on me. So what it pretty much is you shoot a huge arrow that, you know what I'm saying, gives a radius like a huge circle, and anyone in that circle will literally start to get damaged, and they'll start to get slowed and stunned. However, it's just like the tracker dart that if it can't visibly see an enemy, it won't do anything to them. So if you shoot it and they're behind a wall or they're behind a crate, you literally won't do any damage to them. It has to visibly be able to see them. So you guys got to get good at placing it in good locations. And again, just like the tracker bolt and for example Horizon's ultimate, if teams are shooting at the arrow, they can also destroy your ultimate. So you just want to keep that in the back of your mind. Now the tracker bolt is dope because you can use it to be super aggressive, to push teams, to give you guys, you know what I'm saying, some more damage, especially if like a team's inside of a building or they're just all kind of clumped up. You know what I'm saying, literally Apex Legends, most people are clumped up, especially if, you know what I'm saying, you're ranked. So that's really dope. And it also can be used to be defensive. So if you're not saying you're really low and you don't want a team to push you, you can literally place it literally next to you and your team, and people won't push you because they literally see that in there, and if they go in there, they're gonna start to get slung and do damage. Also, you can upgrade it. I'm kind of saving these tips to the end of the video with the upgrades, but you can also upgrade it so it can heal you. So if you choose that upgrade and you place it near you and your team, and you're in a team fight, literally it will damage and stun enemies around you, and it'll also start to heal you. So it's really dope to be defensive if you go that route, and it can also be really dope to be aggressive. So like I just said, there are a couple upgrades you can have for the Stinger Bolt. Once you get max level, you have 2 upgrade options. You can either have the first one where it heals you. It will literally do the exact same thing, damage and slow enemies, but also if you have low shields or low health, it will literally heal your health and heal your shield slowly. Well, not slowly, it does it pretty quick, honestly. So it's really great to be defensive in that aspect. Also, you can have the other option to where you get three of them, but there's the radius of them, like the circle, is a lot smaller and they go away a lot faster. But this is also really good to be aggressive and do a lot more damage. Also, if you place the first one in kind of like not the best spot, you can also just use it again and place it in a better spot. Personally, I recommend everyone to use the one where you can heal, just because you can have another way to be defensive. Also because, like I said, Sparrow doesn't really have an escape, so you need something to kind of offset that. You know what I'm saying? You want some way to defend yourself, you want some way to get out of situations. So for first, you have his passive, so you can literally get to high ground and, you know what I'm saying, have a little bit of movement to heal up. But also, this is a great way to defend and to heal yourself. So if teams are like aping you or pushing you, you can literally shoot that on the ground. You have your gun out, your ultimates are literally healing you, and it's also doing damage to other enemies and slowing people, and you can also shoot people. So it's really great to be defensive, because once people are pushing you like that, or once they see it, they're not going to push you, and it gives you time to heal up. But honestly, it's really preference. If you're really good at just being aggressive with it, you can have the 3. It's really personal choice, but I recommend for most players to use the first option that allows you to heal you as well. I just realized I didn't mention this, but when you're using Stinger Bolt to get healed, it has to be doing damage towards enemies. So that's why, like I said, it's a great tool to be defensive, because if enemies are pushing you and they're getting damaged, you also get healed. I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave that out. But you guys have to be doing damage with the Stinger Bolt in order to get healed. You can't just use it to heal yourself if no enemies are around. Okay, since I was just talking about one of the upgrades, let's actually break down the actual upgrades you get with Sparrow, and some additional takeaways you want to know with the legend. So, like I said, you get 2 upgrades with Sparrow. At level 2, you get between 2 options: Hunt Target and Extra Traps. So, Hunt Target, you get a speed boost when you're running towards marked enemies, and then you also get Extra Traps when you gain an additional tactical charge and +2 traps in the world. Now, I recommend to go the Extra Traps route, because instead of having 1 tracker dart, it gives you an additional tactical charge, so it gives you another tracker dart. So instead of having 3 tracker darts, you'll have 4. And in a game like Apex Legends, having more information is super useful. So I really recommend using the Extra Traps route. Also, because you have movement in your double jump, and if you combo with the slide double jump, it kind of gives you a speed boost when you're running towards enemy anyway, if you guys utilize that speed movement, like I said at the beginning, by literally slide double jumping and sliding. So you don't really kind of need the Hunt Target, and also you have to have them marked, so you literally have to have them scanned in order for you to be able to have that speed boost towards them. So I really recommend having the Extra Traps. It's just a lot more useful. But someone in the comments, please let me know what the +2 traps in the world mean for the Extra Traps. I was a little bit confused on what that meant. That's the only thing I was a little bit confused about. But so moving on to the next upgrade for level 3, you have between Life Siphon and Alternate Mode. So Life Siphon is the upgrade I was talking about earlier, that if you do damage with your Stinger Bolt, with your ultimate, you can also heal yourself if you're in that circle. Like I said, I recommend most players to use this upgrade, but if you're really skilled and you're really aggressive and you know what I'm saying, you experienced with the game, you can also use the alternate mode. So it just now you have 3 charges with your Stinger Bolt, so literally you can have 3 Stinger Bolts, but the circle is a lot smaller and you have a lot fewer pulses. So you just got to keep that in mind. You got to utilize it the proper way. But if you're really good at being aggressive and you're really good at with the legend, you can use alternate mode. But I really recommend most players to use Life Siphon, just because, like I said, Sparrow doesn't really have a way to escape situations. He doesn't really have too many ways to defend himself. So in a situation where people are pushing you, or a team is like kind of aping you, having that ultimate to where it can heal you if people are near you is super great, because literally they'll be taking damage, getting stunned. You also have your gun out. You'll be getting healed with your shields and your health, so you can shoot people, do more damage. It's just a great way to defend yourself. So like I just said, it's a great way to be defensive, but you can also use it to be aggressive. For example, if a team is inside of a building, they're all kind of just camped out over there, you can literally use it to just shoot inside the building. That way, when you push inside the building, they'll be getting stunned, damaged, and you'll also be getting healed up. So it's a great way to be aggressive as well, outside of just being defensive. Also, like I said, another takeaway, because Sparrow doesn't have an escape, I recommend to carry evac tower instead of any of the other field upgrades. I can't think of the name right now, the shield one, to where you don't take damage in the storm. But I really recommend to just have the evac towers on evac tower on Sparrow at all times, just because, like I said, he doesn't have an escape and you want a way to get around the map a lot quickly. So yeah, that's pretty much the takeaways and the upgrades. So when I used to do these legend guys, I used to rank the legends 1 through 10. So I think I want to bring that back. So me personally, if I have to give Sparrow a ranking 1 through 10, I'd give him a 9, because he's super useful for your team and team play. And Apex Legends, at the end of the day, is a team-based game, and you gain a lot of information with your tracker darts. Your ultimate is really useful for team fights and for team play. And he has some really great movement, and I just really like the character. He's fun to play, you know what I'm saying? So that's honestly what it boils down to. So I'll give him a 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I don't think I missed anything. Let me know if you guys, if I missed anything, leave it in the comments, you know what I'm saying? This channel, I want to be community based, so I want to help you guys get better, and I want you guys to help me get better, and you know what I'm saying, we can all help each other get better, you know what I'm saying? So if I missed anything, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments. But I pretty much think that's it to wrap up Sparrow. Sparrow is a dope legend. I really having a bunch of fun with them. The season is really fun. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. Make sure you guys leave a like down below if you found this video useful or helpful anyway. Please make sure you guys leave a like. It helps me so much to grow on YouTube. I really appreciate the love and support. Also, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button so you don't miss when I upload. Bunch of Apex Legends content on the way. I'm super hella hyped for Apex Legends 2.0. You feel me? We got a bunch of content on the way. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
For not to having my way, I'm on a plane, having my way. I'm in these foreigns, having my way. Counting the money, just having my way. Having my way, having my way. Currently women, just having my way. I'm at the Gucci store, having my way. Flexing on nigga, just having my way. Just having my way, just having my way. Hit up your body, make you all I'm shake. I got